Okay, so let's say you made it to the end and you made your art piece, which is awesome. Now, let's save it to our computer. You'd want to save it to your computer, of course, so that way you can share it, you can email it to someone, and most importantly, you can submit it to us so that we can put it in our gallery for public view. Of course, that is totally optional. You don't have to do that. You can find information about that at the end of the document that you most likely are also reading alongside watching these videos. Um, but yeah, so let's talk about saving it to your computer. Now, this process will really vary depending on what internet browser you are using and also what kind of computer you're using. So I'm using an Apple computer. So a Windows computer might look completely different to this, and I can't actually show you that because I don't have a Windows computer to show you that on. Um, but I will show you on two different browsers. So right now I'm using Safari, which is the browser that is native to Apple computers. It's the one that comes with Apple computers, but I know that Google Chrome is the most popular one, so I will show you on that browser as well. But basically, once you are finished, what you're going to want to do is go to the top and find this icon that looks like an arrow pointing down at a line, and you're going to want to press on that. When you press on that, a little menu is going to open up. Now, depending on what canvas you used, the file type that they suggest will vary. And honestly, just ignore the file type they suggest because you're going to want to save it as an image. So in this case, it's telling me to save it as a PDF print, and that's because I'm working on a poster canvas. So they're just assuming that I'm going to want to print it out, which of course you can print out what you make if you want to, but we're mostly going to focus on saving it for digital purposes because we do want you to be able to save it to your computer so that you can upload it to our drive if that's something that you want to do. So basically, click on this list and it's going to open up a menu. And what I would suggest to save it as is a PNG, which is going to save it as a high quality image. Depending on your computer, if you have like little space or a really old computer, it might be better to go with a JPEG because it's going to make that image smaller and save space on your computer. So it's really up to you, but I would aim for one of those two. I'm just going to go with PNG for this example. Um, and yeah, basically they have more options, but these are kind of blocked off for people who have Pro, which again is that paid version of Canva. But you don't really need to worry about those anyways. You're gonna want to just click on that download button. So again, once I click on this, it might look different depending on your computer. But again, I'll just show you in a different browser right after this. So I'm just gonna click on it. It's going to say preparing your design. You're going to want to wait until that bar is full, and it automatically, on my computer, it automatically downloads and opens it up for me to preview. So here is my design, and I can also find it under here, under my downloads from my browser. But again, it just automatically opened it for me. That might not be the case on your computer, and that's absolutely fine. So I'm actually going to show you this on Google Chrome. So here I am in Google Chrome. If I want to do that process again, I can. I'm not going to talk through it just because you already saw it, but I'm going to click download. Again, I'm going to wait for that to load. It's going to take some time, just give it some time. And I want to show you on Google Chrome because most people use Google Chrome, and instead of opening automatically, you're going to see this bar that appears at the bottom, and your design is going to appear here. And then to open it up to view it, you can just click on it and it's going to open it up. So here it is again, twice. And what it opens on, like which program it opens to show you it, again, will depend on your computer. I'm on an Apple computer, so it's opening it on preview. It really doesn't matter, but once you're here, you're going to want to save it to your computer. So in this case, it is saved to my computer, but it's under downloads, so I can move it to somewhere else if I want to. So again, this process, I'm sorry, might look completely different on your computer. If you get stuck here, it's a great time to reach out to us and we can assist you through Zoom video call or something like that. Or maybe you could have someone in your life who can assist you. Yeah. So in this case, if I click on here, you'll see it's under downloads because once you download it, it automatically will be on your computer. It's just going to be under wherever your downloads are located on your computer. I'm just going to move it to my desktop. And you can see it's actually on my desktop because this is my desktop, like the home screen of your computer. And so yeah, so now if I were to exit out of here, this is still going to stay on my desktop, so I can always go back and open it. And this now gives me the ability to upload it to somewhere, to attach it on my email. I can even print it from here. So on my computer, I could print it here if I want to. It really depends. And so the reason I also make you, not make you, but like suggest that you work on poster, because is that you can see here that if I were to print this out, it's gonna almost fill an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So it should look pretty nice on a piece of paper to print out and just like hang up if you want to. So yeah, hopefully you got here and you were able to download your design. Again, you can reach out if you need help. But I really hope that you were able to learn through this workshop and that it was an enjoyable experience. Of course, it might be really challenging depending on your computer skills, how much experience you have with it. But yeah, of course, we're always available if you do need more assistance. Hopefully, you were able to make something really cool and we'd love to see it. So if you'd like to be able to share it with the public, uh, make sure you read the rest of the Google Doc. That should look something along the lines of like this, and you should be able to find directions under finishing. So this is what we just covered, finishing, how to download your design. Right underneath this should be those directions for how to send us your design if you want to include it on our drive. So yeah, thanks again.